Good morning and welcome to day 14, the final day of Lose 10 Pounds in 14 Days. This has been an amazing journey that we have taken together. And I, for one, can tell you that I learned a lot even while I was going through this journey. And hopefully, so many of you have also. I have received so many private messages and comments on Facebook, comments on YouTube of people whose lives have been changed and people who wish they would have gotten started from the beginning, but never did. Please know that the reason I took the time to actually go through this and do it live is because I had never before seen where someone had actually said, I'm going to do something and then do it. Therefore, as far as weight loss was concerned, I had always seen people who had lost the weight and came and talked about how much weight they lost, like I have done and like I will continue to do in order to encourage others. But I had never seen where someone actually said, okay, join me. I'm going to do it with you. And admittedly, I realized that on this first journey, not a myriad or a multitude of people followed while we were doing this together. However, mark my words, this is something that will not go away for me. Because this is, when you get passionate about something, how many of you know that burning desire, that passion fuels you to go on to succeed in the face of adversity, in the face of trials, tribulations, whatever. And for me, when I look at people, it's like, especially people who are always complaining, every word that comes out of their mouth is how dismayed they are about their bodies or themselves, and it's because of weight and having this how do I say it? This powerless feeling over their appetites. It's kind of sad actually, because and the reason I can say it is it's almost like, no, it is like a recovering alcoholic or a drug addict or something like that. And I talk like that because that is the way it is. When I felt that, I shoot that good food, and I rationalized and I argued with people about, man, I don't want to live like that person and not enjoy life. However, the truth of the matter is I'm doing it my way, and it's the common sense way, and it works, and I enjoy life because unlike, and I don't take that I put food and your love for food in the same category as being a drug addict or an alcoholic. I really, man, I take my hat off to those people, but they pretty much cannot ever touch alcohol or drugs, or else, they will go into a relapse and a tailspin that, from which they could not come out. However, when you're a foodaholic, it's even differently worse because you have to put food in your mouth. So when I put something in my mouth, that's like taking that drink. So then you just keep doing more and more. Okay. That being said, I hope you understand what I just said there, but but the mindset that Kim and I have been able to develop is we do have quote unquote cheat days where we purpose in our heart is the plan of the day or the week or the month. We usually we at least plan a week in advance. We say on Friday, we're going to go out and we're not going to be thinking about, eating right at all. We're going to just have some fun. And when we do that, we go out, and of course, we, like I say, we don't totally go crazy. Like, we don't eat a whole cheesecake. And I'm not being silly when I said that. I think there have been times when I have done that. So so let's not get it twisted. So, but at this time, when we started eating common sense, we developed the attitude that we love the fact that Kim and me both, we both weigh, we haven't weighed this weight since we were in our 20s. And it just feels fantastic, man. And it's changed my life completely. And, I've maintained this weight. And that's what I want other people to realize. So quickly, I'm going to go over the tail of the tape. So, because this is the last day, so I'm going to go over the tail of the tape and let you know what happened. But first, I'm going to let you know what the details are. So here are the details. In the morning, got up, and actually, now see, I did this myself, but this is wrong. It says Sunday's meal. My fault. This is Saturday's meal. I haven't had Sunday's meal yet. So this is yesterday's meal, okay? But first of all, I had my little sippy sip like I'm having today. And at 10 o'clock, we had our Eat Common Sense meal replacement, and that's what you all are going to be able to have really soon. And that, I have to admit, that is a big game changer. And but of course, we'll let you know when that is available to you. And you could always, the banner down there tells you go to Eat CFS, get all the information, and we'll be sending it to you. But drink that shake with blueberries and strawberries blended in. And then yesterday, because with Rod Greer, he said that I could have it. And when you're online, we were a team. And I had Korean barbecue yesterday at 12 o'clock for lunch. And just Korean barbecue. And there were a few Korean, the vegetables left, just a few of them. And then at 2 o'clock, I had the trusty dehydrated green beans that get me through the day. And those green beans are like something, it's the mainstay that we have. No, not the snap peas. Well, we'll find the green beans, but the green beans, and you get those from Sprouts. So I definitely do want to show those, because this is something that gets us through the day on a daily basis. It's a main staple in our lives, those green beans, because these things right here, see them right there? Man, they're like potato chips. They're salty, and we had them virtually every day while we lost our weight. So we know that you can have them, and you got to get the green beans. They're just amazing. And then for dinner, because we had our anniversary, our 36-year anniversary earlier this week, and because we were doing this with you and we took it seriously, we did not eat. We didn't even have an anniversary dinner on our anniversary. We waited. We did not succumb to societal pressure that says you have to celebrate your anniversary eating on your anniversary, just like we did on Valentine's Day. The thing that I'm saying is, we want to control what we do. And we choose in life to have like our cheat days and our eat days, but it's when we're in charge of them, not just because it's there or just because we feel like it or just because it's an habitual thing that we do. So that's very important that I want you guys to understand. But the lobster, it was really great. I'm really learning how to cook well now, or at least Kim is telling me that. But it was really great. And then also while we were having our lobster dinner, we were looking at Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall's new movie Coming to America 2. And all I can say about that movie is I loved Coming to America 1. Okay, but Coming to America 2 is good for, getting that sleep in. And now, and the snack that I had yesterday was sunflower seeds. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. Now let's talk real talk. Now that just having, remember I just had the lobster, which was protein, and the Korean beef, which is protein. And and I had lobster bisque. So we just had a little lobster from Costco, the lobster, but it's good. And I'm thinking that thing is kind of creamy. So it's not really great. It's not great for you. So if you were really, really, really trying to do well, that's not so great to eat. However, you guys, here's the deal. Know that for that whole 2 weeks, I had been setting my body on I'm telling my body what to do, as opposed to eating a bunch of sugars and a bunch of fried foods. So I was telling my body what to do. So it's kind of like, whoa, okay, man, this dude, it sets my metabolism. So did you notice what's not on here? Did you notice what's not on here? Did you notice that I do not have that I worked out yesterday? Do you notice that? So I did not get a chance because we, Saturdays and Sundays are Kim's and my action-packed days, man. We showed 3 clients' homes yesterday, and then we have 3 more today. So we are really seriously running all day on Saturday and Sundays. So I didn't get a chance. Where I say we. Do you think Kim didn't get a chance to work out? Oh, she ain't gonna miss it. So really, I don't have an excuse, but you have to have some days off. Or I'll tell myself any little thing, but wow. Oh, Zuma, I love Coming to America too. Also, I loved it. Zuma, me too. No, it had some funny parts. And, I need to not get my expectations up so high on the movie. But I loved, I knew every line from the first one. And I heard those same lines in the second one. But anyway, Zuma, I love you. And, you have to check out Zuma. Zuma was in Wonder Woman. She was in Friends. She was in Pretty Woman. That's a little inside joke. She has the greatest sense of humor. She's on my team, on my real estate team, and just love her to death. And look, see, Zoma, Kim's giving you some love too, baby girl. We love you. But thanks for joining the show. And Zoma, she's shown interest in eating common sense. And so she's going to be one of our success stories. And I really believe that, and I know that. But yeah, so just getting back to the eating, then I guess I said I had the sunflower seed snacks. But what I was saying is, when I'm doing all of this, it is setting my metabolism right. So I'm babbling on, but now I'm going to give you the tail of the tape. What happened yesterday? Okay, we'll remember, everybody, I started off this journey with you, and when I started off, I weighed 234.5 pounds. Okay, so to lose 10 pounds in 14 days, I had to get down to 224.5. Well, yesterday I got down past my weight. Yesterday I got down to 224.2. Okay, so that means I lost 10.3 pounds. And today, you guys, guess what? Even though I didn't exercise, even though I had Korean barbecue, which probably has sugar on it. I didn't check. I don't know. And even though I had lobster, might have had some butter on it. I don't know. Even had lobster bisque. I don't know. It may have had, some bad ingredients in there. But guess what, you guys? In those cases, portion control. I didn't kill it. I just had a reasonable, sensible, common sense person attitude way of eating, because I was still trying to lose weight. So here's yesterday, 224.2. Guess what the scale was today? And I was a little nervous, but shockingly, the scale was, oh snap. Oh, so what we're saying in essence is the brother done lost 10.5 pounds. So extremely stoked. So happy, not only for me, but for you, where you can go back and you could look at these videos on YouTube. And I'm going to put the link right after I get off the show on Eat Common Sense or eatcfs.com. And you can always go back and look at the videos. But so here is the total tale of the tape. It's where, so just lost the 10.5 pounds, and it's because I ate the reasonable amount of food, and you can too. So let me give you my final thoughts on how you're going to be successful. So number one, or the first point, use common sense, your own common sense while eating. Don't use what you feel like, especially if you're in a bad mood or you're partying. If you're at a party where your great grandmother happens to be there and she's made the family cake, and this may be the last time that you're ever going to be able to taste an authentic family cake from great grandma, but you're eating right, and she's made it, and that was passed down for centuries through your family. You still have to probably have like a half a piece of it or something like that. Just have a taste of it, or just be sensible. Kind of, not that I'm anybody, but like I did with the Korean barbecue, take it home and just eat it, like take a bite, a little bit, but don't have 5 pieces of grandma's cake and then do the same thing over and over and over. You splurge just a little bit, but use common sense. And there are other ways to apply common sense also. And I've said this 1,000 times, but I'm going to say it again. Even a 5-year-old or 7-year-old kid would know. If you said, "Little Jimmy, if you wanted to lose weight, let me give you some foods, and you tell me if you think you should eat them. Should you eat broccoli? Yes. Should you eat cauliflower? Yes. Should you eat potatoes? Well, it's a vegetable, but maybe not if I want to lose weight. Should you put butter on things? Well, not if I want to lose weight. Should you eat candy? Oh, heck no. You know what to eat and what not to eat. It's like you don't have to. That's the thing that stopped me for so many years is that, oh man, I got to know everything about the Atkins diet. I got to know everything about intermittent fasting. I need to know everything about keto. What does keto mean? And then there's ketogenic. Then there's keto-mittent fasting. Then there's my ketosis and all that stuff. Use common sense. God gave it to you. You have it. You know what not to put in your mouth if you want to lose weight. Okay, let me keep on going. Weigh yourself daily. Every day. Get on the scale. That's why your car breaks down, is because I don't check the oil. I don't wash my car. I don't keep I don't change the air filters. I don't rotate the tires. But when a guy cares about his car, keeps it clean, keeps the, I don't know any damn thing about cars. So I'm going to say carburetors. I don't even know if they still have carburetors and spark plugs and stuff because I don't see them. So I don't know. I just know my car drives. But if you want your car to be in tip-top shape, you take care of it. Check your oil. Rotate your tires of your body. Weigh yourself. That's how I know. If anybody who followed me throughout these 14 days, you see that I kind of experimented to find out about my body. Read all of the packages when you purchase something. We saw that I made a mistake. I bought some sunflower seeds that were from heaven because of the way they tasted, but from hell because of what they did to my weight loss plan. Because they had so much sugar in them. But them things were good. I had to give them to CJ because they was trying to kill me. I had to get them out of the house. They actually talked. They said, Chip, you can have some more of me. And, I said, hell's to the no. I didn't want to go through that again. Also, do not drink. Do not drink. And I'm not talking about alcohol. I'm talking about fruit juice. Do not drink fruit juice. As a matter of fact, I'll say ever. Ever. That's kind of rough. It's so fattening. And whatever vitamins or whatever, you can get it from somewhere else. And it's just so fattening, man. And you can take and you can chug a whole 8 ounces or something of that in one swig, man. It's like eating too much sugar at once. Don't drink fruit juice. And so the other thing is, don't drink alcohol. Oh, okay. See, I'm going to tell them. Kim just came into the studio and she gave me the finger, and it wasn't this one. That life I got to live. So, exercise daily. Try to get in 1 hour of exercise per day. If you could do that, that would just be phenomenal. I know everybody works so hard and you too busy and you too this and you too that. But prioritize, man. You working hard to not be able to walk, to have diabetes. Don't be telling me you too busy or you work too hard or you work too many hours. Or man, I might get in trouble now, but you got too many kids. I love mothers. I think they do great, but take your kids on a walk. Make them, get them into, it's like, I know that, and the reason I pick mothers is because I think they are the busiest people in the world. But I see mothers out there with their strollers pushing them down the street, and I see ladies with twins, and then some other ones that are riding their bikes. So don't use anything as an excuse not to exercise, man. It's important. And I don't know, I get passionate about this stuff. Your tongue. Don't talk about, man, I just can't do it. Chip, you just got the willpower. Chip, you just strong. That's all I hear. I hear these kind of, I want to, but but I love food too much. It just, and I'm sitting up and I'm like, well, and I'm acting understanding, but I just want to grab the person and give them a hug, man, to let them know that I love them and they love themselves, and how much more they'll love their lives when they get quality of life. So don't talk. Don't have the inner thought. Don't let food be your God. Like it was mine for so doggone long. I remember my pastor, Steve, I'd always be talking to him about I love food. And he was just lovingly just looking at me like, wow, man, wow, okay. And, but now I understand. Get around people like me. You need reinforcement if you have like for me to lose the 48 pounds, man, Kim and I had to be each other's accountability partners. And that's the community that we're building. But you need to be around people, like if you don't have people in your real life that could be a reinforcement to you, that's the purpose that we're going to serve here at Eat Common Sense. Get in this community and have some ideas. Tell me, say, Chip, I think if we were to do this every day, man, it would be so helpful, because we're going to be here for you. And just realize it's a way of life. It is not a diet, which is a fad, and I'm going to be on this diet for whatever. I did this to lose these pounds live time every day in order to show you that it's being done and you can see the results. But it's got to be a way of life, and we're going to do this together for the rest of our lives. So it's something that we're not going to get out of, because do you want to get out of being healthy? So let's check in. And then I will reiterate the first point: eat common sense. So you see down below, eatcfs.com. And then there's a link on there. There may be these 3 bars that you have to click on, but you could see everything I did. And it says Chip's weight. And you can see everything I did in order to lose the weight. And then I'm going to put a link up there. I should have done it a long time ago. The YouTube video. So if you're on Facebook or not, you can go and check out the videos of the journey that we took together. But I know this one went kind of long for you today, man. And I got to say, do I see that my buddy, Zoma, it was great that you joined today. Love you too much. And I miss my boy, Rod Greer. He was officially the first one to join us and has great results, but he'll probably see this later. And you all, I love you. And I think there was something that stated that we were going to be doing this again tomorrow, but there again, I miscounted, but because today is the last day of lose 10 pounds in 14 days, because this is the 14th day, and I lost 10 and a half pounds. You could do it too if you do things that are similar to what I did. And with that being said, love you guys. And of course, we'll be back. I'll be back because my name is Arnold. No, be back. Love you guys, and God bless you.